same type of timing as me. And so some people be getting a little bit too rowdy, a little too energetic, don't know when to shut the fuck up or how low to keep the volume on their voice. So it's hard for me to really enjoy the concert going experience a lot of the time. You know what I'm saying? So for some concerts, I'll be like, you know what? I'm not even about to do this. Some other ones, I'll be like, yeah, that seemed like my crowd. Just got to know where you fit. You know what I'm saying? Regardless, aside from that, the girl I was talking about, old girl, is the chick who recently got quote unquote kidnapped. And so the situation was, when I first heard about that, we've had a lot of crazy stories happen this year already. You know what I'm saying? I think the craziest of all of them have been Ocean Gate. We can all agree that was like, yo, why would you even do that to yourself? Like you was begging, you were asking for it. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to those boys, but you were asking for it in that scenario. You know what I'm saying? And so fast forward a little bit, and I don't really think much of this situation at all, because when I first hear it, I'm like, yo, that's tragic, that's terrible, that's sad. And then like a couple days into it, I'm like, yo, they're giving this girl a lot of coverage. Like a lot of coverage. And I was happy. I was happy because I'm like, yo, she's actually, like, this is rare. I don't really be seeing black women get coverage when they go missing. For real, for real. I saw, you know, it trended for a few days a little bit. I saw first like a little social media post, and I'm like, well, that's normal. You know, that's regular type of timing. And then a couple days later, or like a day or two later, I see, like, damn, news outlets and, you know, CNN and all these other conglomerates and media corporations are posting it and saying this girl is missing. I'm like, all right, cool. We might, you know what I'm saying? Hopes up. People might actually find this woman. Like, that's fantastic. That's great. Then I see that she's found. And I'm like, all right, cool. Like, happiness. I'm great. That's so awesome. That's awesome. That's a rare story. That a black woman goes missing. It gets covered nationally almost. Plenty of people talking about it. No weirdness. No, you know what I'm saying? Putting her weird business out there or nothing like that. Just lost, found. Cool. Happy story. Happy story. Then I start seeing there's this discourse about people looking up her medical records or something like that. And I'm like, yo, that's kind of weird. But I'm like, yo, at this point, you know, we usually would have gotten something about, like, you know, they took me from my vehicle or something like that. And, you know, they dragged me out, or it was this tall. They was Hispanic. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was thinking at first. But then I look at the interview that the parents had and whatnot. I'm like, yo, they ain't saying nothing. Granted, that's their business. That's their business. That's their business. That's their business. You feel what I'm saying? Why they gotta be Hispanic? I'm just saying. Shawn, you look so much younger than you did in 2016. My bad, out of pocket. What the fuck? What do you mean by that? You know what? I'm not even gonna peer too deep into that. But yeah, I haven't seen a news conference. So I wanted to see the news conference, or the little police coverage little situation, because I just wanted to get an update on what had happened. You understand what I'm saying? I just wanted to get a small little update into what had transpired, what had occurred. I want to take this ride.
Why do we always have to be catching strays when talking about bad people?
What are you talking about? Who said we? Who said we? I don't know what you're talking about. Sounds like a conspiracy, but anyway, we're not gonna divulge. We're not gonna entertain the nonsense too much.
I dare you to go on Logic's Discord and listen to his unreleased songs.
I'm not gonna do that. I heard there's a paywall. And the last thing I'm doing is paying actual money to hear Logic in 2023. No hate on my boy, because like I said, I always got love for bro. But seriously, like, that's what we doing? Crazy? Pay for access Discord? No thanks. I'm cool. Even if it is a free song or not. What the fuck? Who do you think you are? Got a better chance at... I'm not gonna say it. But yeah, hold on. Let me go to Explore tab. I should go just to search my dude right here. Her name is Carlee. Is it Carlee or Carrie? It's Carlee. You know, Philip Lewis got the news just like on deck. Unfortunately, he don't have a clip, so I gotta find somebody that got the clip. Who's got the police clip? That's all I really want to see. Where they at? Let me see the whole thing. I don't want to see this person's face. This dude is Hispanic. Okay. Here we go. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back, chat. I'm back. I'm here.
Her place of employment shows Carlee concealed a dark-colored bathrobe, a roll of toilet paper, and other items belonging to the business prior to her departure.
Okay, I didn't even. This right here is. I don't know what this means. Apparently, she had a job. What do you mean? Here, this nigga go. What did I do? She's African. She tried to neat my ass for asking. What are you talking about? I heard nothing about a Nas album. Seen a TikTok live, girl. No, I didn't. I didn't hear anything.
She ordered food from Taziki's at the Colonnade and traveled there. She then traveled to Target on 280, where she purchased some granola bars and Cheez-Its. From there, she remained in the parking lot at that shopping center until 9:21 p.m. when she drove to I-459.
WTF is this?
So, like I just said, big boy, I know you wasn't listening, which is really disappointing, but there was a woman, young black woman, who was kidnapped, or I guess alluded to being kidnapped a few days ago. She was found, thankfully, safe and sound. And, you know what I'm saying? They're having a press conference about their findings so far. You understand what I'm saying?
Carlee communicated on her cell phone with individuals known to her while on her path of travel up to the point of calling 911 at 9:34 p.m.
So she had went missing. She called the police because she said she saw a baby in the road walking by itself. You understand what I'm saying? Next thing you know, the police arrive and she's no longer there. So people are asking what happened. Where'd you go? Who took you? Just a little confusing, that was all.
And at this time, we will play the 911 call in its entirety.
Yo, his suit is crazy. When's the call gonna start, bro?
And I touched that nigga. It's going down in here. I'm with the money team.
Are you gonna start the call or?
I am on Interstate 459, and there is a kid just walking by themselves.
You should watch the Alan Ross and Adam and Lena and Neon stream after.
I should what? I'd rather eat a box of nails once again.
Shawn, you a dope brother, yo. Opinions be helping for life and music shit for real. It be inspiring. Keep your head up always. Salute.
I appreciate that, man. I mean, at least somebody appreciates me.
Where are you? I'm right next to the exit 10 by the cover bag, like you get off my minute. Okay, so you're before the exit? Yes. Okay, and
Yo, is a nigga eating chips in the background? What the fuck am I supposed to do with this? You know what? I'm not gonna lie to you. L footage. I'm gonna keep that open. I'm gonna open up another tab right here. I'm gonna try to see if I can find the other call. Where's her name? Why is Gone Girl trending? I actually know why. I'm being facetious. I'm sorry. Where's the call? Oh my... Chat, do not search black women on Twitter. Chat, do not search black women on Twitter. Do not search black women on Twitter. I didn't know what I didn't understand. I didn't know what was about to happen. I didn't. Do not search black women on Twitter. I'm sorry. Let me just
I live in Las Vegas and they just build a big sphere and it's a big screen, and when they put the eye it makes the tweakers paranoid.
That's fire. Bro, what the fuck is this footage? Bro, this is worse than before. If you gonna post the shit, just put the... You know what? It's whatever. It's fine. I'll just skip the call. It's not that deep. It's not that deep. Just skip the call.
Do you mind sending me the list? Okay. Did you... If you don't see any cars anywhere?
Gist of the call is basically, you know, I see a kid. He got a white t-shirt on. He's traveling by himself. Personally, if I see a kid anywhere in public, bye, little nigga. I'm sorry.
You rush off from work. No.
I'll try my best, but I'm sitting in my car. You know what I'm saying? I'm not,
I
nah.
can't really do that I could.
No victim blame, though. No victim blame. No victim
I
blame.
try to keep an eye on them for the best I can.
Not helping nobody.
And it's going down in here. I'm with the money team.
No. Okay. All right.
Ain't no way they still talking.
Relative, after speaking with the 911 operator, she went missing during that conversation sometime after 9:36 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
Traffic camera footage depicted this portion of the incident. That footage was analyzed as part of the investigation in conjunction with the 911 call and cell phone data to accurately determine the time frame. Carlee's 911 call remains the only report of a child on the interstate, despite numerous vehicles passing through the area at that time. No one has called.
Yo, I swear to God, bro, Facebook niggas make me so sick. These niggas can't do nothing right. All you have to do is screen record. That's it. How did you still fuck up the audio? How? It's one job. Your phone records one thing. How are we still fucking this up? Facebook niggas. Holy shit. Good God. I just wanted to see one call. One little conference. Niggas can't even do that right, yo. Facebook niggas. Jesus. Oh my God, bro. I just... Okay, just type in conference. Holy shit. And all of these same niggas are spreading the same video. How do you see this and not just get annoyed? And like, hey, maybe I should get a better source somewhere. Oh my God, I think I found one.
Hi, I am on Interstate 459, and there is a kid just walking by themselves.
What the fuck? Yo,
Hold on, where am I supposed to?
yo, I found another video. All right, yeah. Okay. Yeah, this is a conspiracy. It is a conspiracy. Because literally they're trying their absolute... Oh my God.
Mic check 1 2.
Oh my God, finally?
Get ERZIS.
Holy... Yo, this is crazy. I'm seeing his suit like in decent quality here. His suit is insane. I haven't seen the cipher yet. I'm gonna watch that after this. Okay, bro. I didn't want to hear I don't want to hear the phone call anyway.
Portion of the incident, and that footage was analyzed as part of the investigation in conjunction with the 911 call and cell phone data to accurately determine the time frame. Carlee's 911 call remains the only report of a child on the interstate, despite numerous vehicles passing through the area at that time. No one has called to report that a child is missing, and the Hoover Police Department did not locate any evidence of a small child.
I'm gonna try to shoot as much bail as humanly possible, while at the exact same time, trying to insert some common sense, because I don't want to just accuse, you know what I'm saying, Carlee of being a liar off rip. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to give as much leeway as humanly possible. He says that there's no evidence that a child was ever there, and I'm thinking, how do you determine whether a kid was or wasn't at a particular place or location?
Walking down the interstate.
I mean, granted, some video footage would be nice, but you know what I'm saying? If it's dark And the kid isn't white. You know what I'm saying? It's,
Data from Carlee's phone, including her Life 360 app, shows that she traveled approximately 600 yards in her vehicle while she was on the phone with 911, stating that she was following a child. 600 yards. That is 6 football fields straight. 600 yards. The Hoover 911 Center received a second call
okay.
from Carlee's mother, stating that a relative was on the phone with her when they heard Carlee scream, and then they had an open phone line. Hoover police officers arrived on the scene within 5 minutes of being dispatched, and several other officers arrived.
Arden
shortly.
Ross / Andrew Tate /
Located
Adam
Carlee's-
22 / Lena / Neon next.
I don't give a fuck about these niggas fucking on the internet. I don't care about Andrew Tate, Andrew Ross, Andrew 22, Lena the Nut. I don't give a fuck about none of them niggas. I don't. I'm so done hearing about and seeing these niggas get fucked on my timeline off of the back of a nigga. This is nothing but white folks getting big off of the back of a nigga with a big black dick. Who gives a fuck? Nobody will be talking about these niggas if she fucked a white boy. Who cares? I don't give a fuck. Black nigga making niggas famous again. Who cares? I don't care. These are kids talking about grown niggas fucking. I don't care. I'm done. I'm so sick of seeing these niggas on my timeline. Dick and balls constantly.
His wig and cell phone.
Fuck Adam. Fuck Aiden. Fuck Andrew. Fuck Lena. Fuck all these niggas. I don't care. Fuck them.
In the grass near the vehicle. Her purse was located in the front seat of her vehicle with her Apple Watch in the purse. The food she ordered for Tzatziki's was also in the car. The items she purchased from Target, as well as the items taken from her place of employment, were not in the vehicle, nor were they located anywhere around the scene.
Okay.
Hoover police deployed all available assets from the point in the search for Carlee. Additional resources were called in.
This video is about a woman named Carlee. Carlee called the police, reporting a child was walking across the highway or the freeway.
Going down in here, I'm with the money team.
She reported a kid that was walking, and then she subsequently went missing not long after the phone call. They showed up, her car was there, a wig was there, and her phone was left there. And this is the investigation. She returned 2 days later, or 3 days, and no one's basically heard anything about what happened. She said nothing, basically. And now everyone's confused at what happened. It doesn't appear as if she was kidnapped, but it did appear that way, but they haven't found any evidence of such.
In to include our own drone unit, crime scene investigators,
She left the wig, yes.
numerous detectives
I don't know why the wig was left, but the wig was left.
responded to the scene.
Natural hair gang, I guess. I don't know.
Throughout the day Friday,
And I-
officers from surrounded local and
It's
federal
going down
agencies
in here
assisted
with the
Hoover
money
police in
team.
the search for Carlee Russell. Officers returned to the scene on 459 to conduct a thorough line search for evidence. K-9 teams from the Jefferson County Sheriff's Department responded to check for any sign of Carlee, the
Right.
child that she claimed to see, and anything else that could be considered evidence in this case. Those searches all turned up empty. Private citizens, including search parties organized by her family, friends, began looking everywhere that they could to find any trace.
Right.
These searches took place throughout the day Friday and again on Saturday, yielding nothing.
Right.
At 10:44 p.m. on July 15th,
Right.
the Hoover 911 Center receives a call from Carlee's residence stating that she returned home on foot. In subsequent investigations, detectives obtained surveillance footage of Carlee walking down the sidewalk alone prior to arrival at her residence. She was conscious and speaking with paramedics when she was transported to UAB. Detectives were able to obtain a brief statement from her prior to being treated and released.
Let's just say you are trafficked, chat. Let's just say that. You don't have your phone. How you getting back home? I'm not getting back. Even if they let me go, I'm not finding my way back home on just my feet. I don't know.
During the statement, she told detectives that while traveling down the interstate,
Asking people, are you likely to ask anyone on the road? Like, is your trust still that high to trust random people to give you directions, like stopping them after what just happened to you, after you just got kidnapped? Or you gonna stay to yourself, you know what I'm saying, and try to just ask for police as soon as possible? I'm not going home. I'm basically like going to a business. You know, so your trust is still gonna be that high, right after you got kidnapped. All right, cool. Got you.
She saw a baby walking down the side of the road and called 911.
Got you.
She stuttered when she got out of her vehicle to check on the child.
Got you.
A man came out of the trees and mumbled that he was checking on the baby.
Oh, what?
Claimed that the man
I'm sorry, what? Okay, now I get some details.
saw a baby walking down the side of the road and called 911. She stuttered when she got out of her vehicle to check on the child. A man came out of the trees and mumbled that he was checking on the baby.
I'd follow the
Claimed that
wind.
the man then picked her up and she screamed. She stated he then made her go over a fence. She claims he then forced her into a car, and the next thing she remembers is being in the trailer of an 18-wheeler.
No, I just
My
cause
friend got sextortion blackmailed and lost all his money.
yo, you know what? You real close. It just sounds crazy getting out of a tree, I guess. But you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's all that sounds solid.
She stated that the male was with a female. However, she never saw the female, only hearing her voice.
Okay.
She also told detectives she could hear a baby crying. She told detectives the male had orange hair with a big bald spot on the back. She said she was able to escape the 18-wheeler and fled on foot, only to be captured again and then was put in a car. She claimed she was then blindfolded but was not tied up because the captor said they did not want to leave impressions on her wrists.
Okay, but how did you leave the wig? Is my biggest question. That's really my only question here. Like, did you safely put it back in the car before you went out to go check on the baby, or I don't know.
She said that they took her into a house and made her get undressed. She believes they took pictures of her, but she does not remember them having any physical or sexual contact.
Okay.
She stated the next day she woke up and was fed cheese crackers by the female. She said the woman also played with her
Cheese crackers that she bought at Target.
hair,
They took her crackers and fed them to her.
but could not remember anything else. At some point, she was put back in a vehicle she claims was able to escape while it was in the West Hoover area. She told detectives she ran through lots of woods until she came out near her residence. During this interview,
Lots of woods?
detectives noted that Carlee had a small injury to her lip, and she claimed that her head was hurting. She also had a tear in her shirt. Detectives also noted that she had $107 cash in her right sock. Out of respect for Carlee and her family, detectives did not
How did you have 100? I thought they made you get naked. How did you have $100 in your sock?
press for additional information in this interview and made plans to speak with her in detail after giving her time to rest. Detectives continue analyzing data from Carlee's cell phone that was left behind at the scene. We enlisted the help of the United States Secret Service in conducting this analysis.
Honestly, if you had this happen to you, you would remember every detail, or you being so traumatized you wouldn't remember that much. I don't know. I'm just confused. Clarity is my biggest friend right now, you know?
Part of what data includes several internet searches and the days leading up to her disappearance that I think are very relevant to this case.
See, this is where it gets bad. This is where it gets, like, if you thought it was bad before, now it gets awful.
On July 11th at 7:30 a.m., the term "you have to pay for an Amber Alert" was searched. On July 13th at 1:03 a.m., the day of her disappearance, the term "how to take money from a register without being caught" was searched. On July 13th at 2:13 a.m., the day of her disappearance, the term "Birmingham bus station" was searched.
Yeah.
On July 13th, 2:35 a.m., a search for a one-way bus ticket from Birmingham to Nashville was conducted with a departure date of July 13th.
Yeah.
On July 13th at 12:10 p.m., a search
Use a VPN.
for the movie taken. Film about abduction was conducted. There were 2 searches later.
Not taken.
On a computer at Carlee's place of employment.
Yo, Taken is fire. That's actually a classic movie. Looking back, that's actually a fantastic movie. Liam Neeson did his thing.
Including one regarding the maximum.
But if this is the case, like, he'd have let his daughter get kidnapped because she black. You know what I'm saying? But like, this is fire.
Age of an Amber Alert. There were other searches on Carlee's phone that appeared to shed some light on her mindset, but out of respect for her privacy, we will not be releasing the content of those searches at this time. We've asked to interview Carlee a second time, but have not been granted that request.
Oh,
As
God.
you can see, there are many questions left to be answered.
Yeah.
Only Carlee can provide those answers.
I got a question, bro. Where the fuck did you get this suit? And why are you wearing it to the conference? Are you the sheriff or, like, what are you?
What we can say is that we've been unable to verify most of Carlee's initial statement made to investigators, and we have no reason to believe
You look like Tommy Lee Jones became a pastor.
that there is a threat to
He got a fit on.
safety related to this particular case. Thank you very much.
With that, we'll open the floor to some questions.
Damn, cuz.
Raise your hand and I will call on you, Carol.
Chief, do you expect any charges against Carlee Russell in connection with the disappearance and in connection with what was taken from the Woodhouse file?
Right
So if you didn't hear her, she said, do you expect any charges to be brought against Carlee for all of this, basically?
now, our focus is to determine those 49 hours, so the investigation continues. So to be perfectly honest with you, that hasn't even entered our mind or been discussed.
One more question. Is it surprising to you that the family has not been cooperative in returning to be questioned?
Well, I think the family has stated to us that they didn't think that in her mental state right now because of
And these things right here, I don't really think is that big of a deal, you know? The whole not wanting to be interviewed a second time thing, that's fair. You know what I'm saying? If you've been traumatized and whatnot, I get not wanting to be interviewed again. The first part is very accusatory in that, you know, we're already mentally bringing charges against this woman when she may not have done anything wrong. Now, common sense land is telling me that this is all a lie. In my mind, on my gossip, but not really gossiping, but you heard it from me, but you didn't hear from me shit. Here's what I think happened. Personally, right? If it was me, this motherfucker love Hellstar? No, Hellstar loves me, bitch ass nigga. Go get it if you want to. What the fuck is wrong with you? Niggas see somebody just chilling, doing their thing. It's like, oh, hey, you love that brand, don't you? Well, obviously, nigga, if I'm fucking wearing it, the fuck do you think? Think I'm gonna wear some shit I don't like? Obviously. Oh, you like breathing, huh? You do that a lot, huh? Oh, no shit. Damn. How'd you know? Anyway, my fault. So, like, what I think had happened was, right? What I think had occurred. Life gets the best of us all.
And I'll touch that nigga.
Life gets the best of us all.
Here, I'm with the money team.
I'm chilling just fine. I've been chilling the whole time. You ain't gotta tell me to chill. I've been doing that regardless. You know what I'm saying? Bro mad, bro chilling, bro happy. Bro happy as fuck. Bro pontificating on what happened to Carlee. So Carlee, I'm thinking, you know what I'm saying? She just had enough. She's staying at the house with Mom Dukes and Pops. Like, yo, I can't take this shit no more. I'm about to speed off with my internet boy. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the internet boyfriend name. Let's say his name is Renard. Renard gonna come and get me. You understand what I'm saying? Renard about to come and get me. I'm about to hop in his whip. We gonna make this thing big. We gonna make it do what it do. Nobody really cares if I go missing, for real. So I'ma just take a little money from here, get some snacks, you know, some granola bars and some Cheez-Its. It's L Eats, but it'll get me through a couple days until we get to our destination. Hop in the car. What I say his name was Renard? Say it's a baby on the street or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Hop in the whip. I'll call Mom Dukes and whatever, you know what I'm saying? Let them know I'm safe after the fact. But I'm gonna go ahead with my homie Renard. You know what I'm saying? Renard or Bernard. Regardless, one of the two. We gonna go live happily ever after and wherever the fuck Ville. Menard a name? I said Bernard. It's either Menard, Bernard, or Renard. I'm thinking Renard is probably the best name to go with. Then she leaves. She looks on, you know what I'm saying, on the internet and on the TV, and she sees that she's trending. And she like, damn. She like, damn. I ain't expect all this. Should I go back? Do I go back? Renard drop her off. He don't want to be caught with the merchandise. She walked back home. Damn. End of the story. Y'all like that? Or no? Did I do good? Did I get an A+ on that story or no? No? Well then fuck you too then. What the fuck? You come up with a better one. So she gets to come up with this, but when I come up with one, all of a sudden you don't believe me. Lots of loose ends. What was the loose end in that story? How is that a D? Of course you would be D. Fucking hornball. Stick to gaming, Shawn. I don't even game. You game more than me. Don't you have a gaming tattoo on your thigh? Don't you have a DNA test to get to? Like, we don't even want to hear from you until you validate yourself. What the fuck? What are we talking about here? You lost me at Renard. The fuck is wrong with Renard, bro? There's 1,000 Renards. This is crazy. I'm getting dick sucked, but Carlee get to go away on an escapade and come back like nothing happened. But y'all on my dick. For what? I'm just asking questions because this is a very serious situation. Stick to music, lil bro. I don't make music. I don't even be gaming. I don't. Can I play League of Legends? Can you play in a fast lane of traffic, please? Stick to wow. Shit crazy, bro. Shit crazy. It's what it is, bro. It's whatever, bro. It's whatever.
Because of trauma, of the incident, that she's not ready to talk, is what we've been told.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Question for Chief. You stated that the abductor had orange hair. Was this abductor black male? Was the female black female, white female?
Why the fuck would it be a nigga with orange hair? With a bald spot in the back? Really? What type of question is that?
I believe it's a white male. Am I correct by saying that? Was it ever? Yeah, white male.
Use your common sense.
Is this alleged abductor yet on loose in the Hoover area?
Don't believe so.
Yes, ma'am.
Chief of the WBRC, has a toxicology report been done?
You'd look like Michael Jackson with an afro, bro.
Substances found in the system.
We have no report of that.
Is any indication of mental illness in this case?
Not that I'm aware of.
Lisa.
There's been a concern in the community that if this turned out not to be a true story, that the next time a young woman of color was missing, that it might not be taken seriously. How would you respond to that?
I'd respond to say that we investigate every.
That's such a shit take. This whole like, oh, well, because this person said that, you know what I'm saying, that they was this, now it make it harder for people to believe the next one. No, it doesn't. Because if you look at every case as a case-by-case basis instead of generalizing a whole group, then you're going to look at everything as objectively as humanly possible, regardless of who lied before about this or who lied before about that. Only reason you would not believe this one because of this one is because you group them all together, which is generally a sign of who? Generally a sign of what? We already know what that is. So what the fuck is this take? What is this question? Oh, I'm not going to believe the rest of them now because of this one. What?
Every crime to the fullest, just like we have this one.
Was she traveling with anyone? Excuse me. Was she traveling with anyone since the time she disappeared, to your knowledge?
And not to my knowledge.
Chief, I know you said you weren't able to verify a lot of aspects of the story. Where do you think she went, and how would you characterize what happened here?
Oh, they already wrote her off.
That's the $100 question. We pretty much know exactly what took place from the time she left work until she got on the 911 call, and we can see getting out of the car on the interstate from that footage. And
Okay, so she went missing probably when? July I don't know exactly when she went missing, but I would assume it was after those Google searches. So it's unfortunate. That's just an unfortunate situation. Damn. How would y'all make that work? Cause I'm like, I don't like what she did at all. At all. But at the same time, you wouldn't? Okay, but like imagine if you would. You understand what I'm saying? Imagine if you did. You gotta make sure you get away with it. I don't think she deserved jail time, to be honest. It was really not that deep. I mean, somebody gonna advocate for it, but like I just don't think it's that deep, to be honest. But if it was me, I'm not using Google. You know what I'm saying? I'm not using Google. I gotta figure out what I should use. I'm not Googling nothing. I'm taking the money right out the ridge. I'm making sure that the camera don't see me. I'm throwing an EMP grenade into my work, into my establishment off rip. Throwing it in there, disabling all the cameras. Right? Nobody can see me now. Everybody's phone is dead. Finished. Open up the ridge. Take the $600 to $700 that's in there. If they're really stupid, they got a safe right underneath the register. I'm going in that hole. They trust me a lot. You got to work up the trust at an establishment. So let me say I work here for about 2 years. They trust me to take money out the register and put it in the safe when it's an overflow. When the register is low and they need change and shit like that, I go in the safe, I put it back in. They trust me enough to do that. So now I'm walking away with what's in the safe and I'm taking what's in the ridge. Boom. Quick little, I would say, if they're smart with it, like $3,500. You understand what I'm saying? I get away with a $3,500. Now let's just say, for the sake of the story, you know what I'm saying, I got an e-girlfriend. My e-girlfriend is on her way to pick me up at 10 o'clock. I don't want her to pick me up at the crib. So boom, we set up a location to meet. I'm going to drive off the highway. I'm not going to say it was a baby though. Hear me out. It's not a baby that I see. And I'm not calling the police. It's not a baby. I'm going to veer off the road on some, like, my tire blew out on some shit. And I'm going to veer off the road crazy. Get into like a fake accident, pre-accident, make my airbags pop out type shit. Then I open up my door, right? I see that my phone is already dead. I text, you know what I'm saying? Little girl, e-girl. Okay, not when I say Lil, I mean she's just shorter than me. I don't mean Lil, but I text e-girl. We gonna call her Margaret for the sake of the story. You know what I'm saying? Because that's old boy, you know, heroin addict who came and knocked on old girl's door when I was out downtown the other day. So we gonna call her Margaret. Boom. I text her before my phone gets all the way low. And I text her like 5 minutes before I even hit the location, so that the cell phone tower that's nearest to me, you understand what I'm saying, is the one that picks up my phone location, right? I get out. I walk around. She's there on the other side. She on the other side because she knows ain't no cameras over there to see me. I got $3,500 in my pocket already. I never stop at Target. You want to know why I never stop at Target? Because I already have cash on me. So beyond this point, I'm not going in no more stores. She is. You understand what I'm saying? She's going to all the stores. She's making the trips. You understand what I'm saying? We got 35 to play with. You understand what I'm saying? So boom. Now she's in control. She's driving. We go to a motel. And I don't have any more plans beyond that. But I know if I don't want to be found, I'm not getting found. That's all I'm going to say. Now, how was that? I went from a D+ to at least a C- on that one. You gotta admit. That's not the end. Who swung? What are you talking about? That's at least a C-. I'm getting away at the very least. Nobody's seeing me. You understand that, right? It's a little too theatrical and elaborate. What the fuck do you know about elaborate? How am I overanalyzing my own shit? It's my own shit. What do you mean? This is my story. You gotta change your look. I don't have to change nothing. I gotta.
Sorry, I'm late for your stream.
I gotta cut the.
I've been doing well. I'm taking medication
I didn't
for
add.
me talking to myself. It's
I
called risperidone. I take
I didn't
around
add.
110 milligrams twice a day.
Why are you
one
giving me
morning and
dosage?
night, so I'm feeling
I
pretty
didn't
cool
give up.
now.
You're planning an accident where you're veering off the road and you're actually airbag going to inflate. You might actually kill yourself trying to do. That's the point. You need it to be believable. You need it to be believable. When I veer off, boom. Like, you gotta sell it, bro. Now, a person like me, I'm actually probably gonna wear like a motorcycle helmet just to make sure I don't get too rocked completely. And realistically, we not even gonna go to a motel. We just gonna go right to another. We gonna like take a train somewhere. She was trying to go to the bus somewhere, but she didn't make it. I presume. You know what I mean? So it's as simple as that. It won't be sold if you're dead. It would be sold. Oh, I could do a body double, but I have to pay that, and that would really cut into my 3,500, my profits from the job.
Shawn.
What?
Shawn.
What?
What's good, my boy? Sorry to be off topic, but I love Ghost of Tsushima.
That's cute.
It's top 3 on PS4.
What?
Easy, one of my favorite games cause of the full package that is.
Great.
Lol.
Awesome.
Excited for the playthrough.
Cute.
Jin is
Thanks for ruining the main character's first name. Cool. Just wait till we get download our consciousness into other life forms, then we can fake our deaths IRL. Motherfuckers wouldn't know who's in that body. Elijah, you all right, bro? Shawn, are you a writer? Yes. I paint shit all the time.
Hey Shawn, I know you missed me. How you been?
Bro, I swear to God, if there is one nigga that can go missing and I would not make any type of outrage, I ain't even gonna say too much, bro. Like, oh my fucking God. Anyway, so you're not a writer? I literally just said I was. Writing and painting are the same thing. When I'm painting, I'm writing a story on a canvas. So unless you want to get philosophical, like, unless you understand spirituality where you are, like, we can't have this conversation, bro. We're not discussing anything. I'm just letting you know.
Interesting question I have.
Why are you asking?
Think AI in the future would make crimes more hard to solve? 10 to 15 years from now.
Not unless you can program a fucking robot. And at that point, I would assume that there would be a serial number attached to whoever made the purchase to said robot. If you could program the AI within the robot to murder someone, it would trace back to the original person. Now, you could pay a hacker to do it electronically, but at the exact same time, you still have to trace the payments back to the bank accounts. I feel like you'd be found out really quickly, really easily. You know what I mean? But I've thought this through for years and years and years and years. So, like, if I ever were to do something like that and program my AI to actually, like, really clip a nigga for real, like, I could, but I just wouldn't do it because I think there'd be, like, too much shit to trace. It's, like, too electronical, and I would have to re-encrypt too many encryptions to be able to do it without, you know what I'm saying, any type of hiccups, you know what I mean? But I could probably do it, you know, effectively. I just got to re-encrypt and then recalibrate after I re-encrypt. You understand? I went to the bathroom and came back to mad scientist Shawn. That's not even science. That's not even science. He just called me the N-word, but chat didn't see it. Okay. You have terrible takes on AI. I'm really surprised that, like, one of y'all haven't came to my DM, like legitimately crying about, you know, how things are in life.
Thugs too.
Like, how things are in life, I feel like. I'm actually surprised.
And after that, I think she only does. We don't know.
Well, one quick follow-up. Her parents. Did you speak with Carlee's parents? And why do you think it is they were so adamant that there was an abductor?
Yeah, I think parents have believed in what their daughter's saying, and we've had a very good rapport with the parents. Met with them on several occasions. I've talked to them today a few times, and
that's crazy.
Them understand that we're under pressure from our community, not only in our community of the state, but nationally when the story hit.
Right, on God. Okay, I no longer care. Carlee is safe and sound, but she definitely went on that ride and came back because the spot got hot. She came back because the spot got hot. We'll see how that plays out. I'm not gonna speak too much on whether or not she, you know what I'm saying, stole from her job. That's what I would have done, but I'm not saying that she did or didn't do it. But at the same time, she probably did, but she probably didn't at the exact same time. You didn't hear it from me. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. But it's a really funny story. That's all I can say. It's hilarious now that she's safe. I steal from my job all the time. Why not? I mean, we know you're a thug. Thugs being here all the time. And that's fine, because like I said, I don't really begrudge thugs or try to keep them away from happiness. If I'm a source, you know, for you to forget your thugalicious ways, then it is what it is. New Nectar vid, 20% coming out. You're also a thug. No, I'm not. I've done nothing. I've done no type of thug activity. Appreciate the sub too, by the way. You too, Marcus. You know what I mean? 14 months. The love is real. I can't say that about everybody in here. You are a Detroit demon.